Founded in 1958 to lead the development and dissemination of knowledge in biophysics, the Biophysical Society is committed to those in the communities of academia, industry, and government. From around the globe, biophysical scientists are coming together for BPS 2024. Welcome back once again to Philadelphia and to the 2024 BPS annual meeting. You're watching Biophysical Society TV. With more than 7,500 members strong, the Biophysical Society is committed to incredible research and collaboration among disciplines. Today, we turn to the topic of the future of biophysics and how you are playing a role.
This is a thriving society, and it's going to be my job to look at new threats and opportunities and always try to serve our members better.
The incoming BPS president shares her thoughts and plans for the future as she prepares to take the helm of the society.
Believe it or not, we've been working on this for the past 3 or 4 months already.
I believe you.
Yeah, so we are learning a lot. This is a new experience for us. Excited to put this program together. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And it's never too soon to talk 2025. Wait until you hear what next year's program chairs already have in store for our next annual meeting. And we'll wrap up our tour of the organizations and institutions blazing new trails in the biophysical arena. There is so much to see and plenty of ways for you to watch. You can find the latest Biophysical Society TV episodes on the TVs placed throughout the Convention Center, on the in-house channels at several of our partner hotels, on the homepage of the BPS meeting website, and on our YouTube and X pages. As we bring this wonderful week to a close, that means it's time to look ahead to 2025. And two people already very hard at work on next year's meeting are Chris Yip and Sudha Chakrapani, the 2025 program chairs. Pleasure to have you both this morning.
Pleasure to be here.
All right, looking ahead, we are going to sunny Los Angeles. What can you tell us about what you already have planned, what's already in store, and how do you go about selecting what you want to feature at the program?
Sure. We are very excited to get this ball rolling, and believe it or not, we've been working on this for the past 3 or 4 months already.
I believe you.
Yeah. So we are learning a lot. This is a new experience for us. Excited to put this program together. It's going to be a very comprehensive way of thinking about biophysics, going from atoms to cells to organs to animals, and new technologies, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to as far as the planning goes?
As far as the planning goes, actually, we were just talking about this. The most exciting part about it is seeing what the community wants to hear about. I think as we go through this, as we plan it, and we're looking forward to, in fact, hearing from the community as the year goes through what they are proposing, like the talks that they're pitching, their abstracts and things like that. I think that is the most important and exciting part of this whole planning process.
That was going to be one of my questions, is how much feedback do you solicit from members, and how much of what you hear from them do you actually try to put into the program?
I'm going to say tons.
Okay.
We've been working with the current program committee. We've seen that. We are soliciting input from the broader community. We were just talking about the kind of coffee chat. You'll hear people sort of whisper in your ear, this is a really cool platform. This is a real cool emerging tool or a platform that'd be nice to hear about. Take advantage of that broader community input, right?
Yeah. And for us, this was very enlightening that how broad is the scope of Biophysical Society meeting,
Right.
And so we come from different disciplines, and again, there's so much going on out there. So I think it was an opportunity for us to reach out to the other areas and learn about what's new and exciting in their fields, what's the next frontier for them. So, and I think that the whole, as Chris mentioned, it's a lot of listening, and that's what goes behind the scenes here.
There are a lot of new offerings here this year. The SEMP Select speakers, the Flash Talks. Do you plan to try to implement new offerings in 2025 as well?
I think we're going to look and see what worked well here.
Okay.
The Flash Talk idea is, I think, a terrific idea. I think the short, punchy ideas of doing that, but keep some of the traditional things in there as well, right? The poster sessions, the meet and greets, the kind of new and notable symposia. Those are fun. They're part of the tradition. And a great way to get everybody to talk to each other.
Absolutely. And We are hearing a lot from, one idea about having people who present at the platforms also have an opportunity to choose if they want to do poster as well. I think that's fantastic because many people have conflicting schedules, they miss the talk, but they still have the opportunity to come and interact with the presenters at the posters. I think, and also the newer generation, right? They are enjoying many of these new aspects. So as Chris mentioned, that we'll see what was really popular and what people liked, and then we'll run it through the council. So it's again a process.
It's a governance thing, right?
Yes, and so because they also are hearing, so it's going to be a lot of discussion to finalize what we're going to have moving forward.
You know, science is ever changing. Technology is constantly being updated. How flexible do you have to be as you're putting this program together to maybe make some last minute changes or some last minute additions?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I mean, this is probably one of the most challenging and formidable aspect of planning a program, almost a year and a half ahead.
Yeah.
But what we are seeing is the topics that we've chosen are pretty broad. There are many opportunities to incorporate something that is happening new and which is a hot area. And also there are many symposiums which will be planned towards the later part of, so new and notables, future of biophysics, and also the SimSelect, which is going to be picked from the abstract. Yeah. So I think we will have the opportunity. So even though we are planning this ahead, there are many, it's flexible and we can adapt as we go along. So.
You sort of see even the late breaking abstract thing.
Yes.
There's always that thing which is you just got the results, you want to get it out there. And I think we want to keep that kind of aspect still in the program for sure.
Okay, final question to you both. Sure. What are you most looking forward to about Los Angeles and being in California?
Besides the sun?
I was going to say, is it the weather?
The weather. It'll be nice. It'll be a lot nicer. Not to say Philadelphia's not right nice right now, but for sure going back to the West Coast will be a ton of fun.
Bring on the sunshine.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you both for all of your hard work that you're already putting into next year's program. Best of luck. And we hope that we're back with you in Los Angeles next year as well.
For sure.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
The GC4All Research Center is dedicated to making genetic code expansion a widely accessible tool for global protein research breakthroughs. Their mission is to ensure GCE becomes a fundamental and accessible tool in the field by developing, optimizing, and disseminating GCE technologies.
The GCE4All Research Center is the first national center to advance the research in genetic code expansion as part of the Biomedical Technology Optimization and Dissemination Program, funded by the National Institute of General Medical Sciences in the NIH. We and the NIH are convinced that effective GC tools would promote research breakthroughs if they could be made more reliable and easier to use. The mission of the Research Center is to bring the technology of genetic code expansion to all researchers. The center's job is really to respond to researchers' needs. So what we need is to hear from you. We need to hear about what research projects you think are important to solve, and we're happy to work with you. Contact the center.
Our next guest is preparing to take the helm of the Biophysical Society, serving as president for the next year. Gabriela Popescu is president-elect and sitting down in studio with us now with a preview of her plan. Such a pleasure to have you today.
Oh, I'm delighted to be here.
Well, congratulations on this new exciting role. What are some of your new priorities as you look ahead to the next year?
Oh, thank you. I'm thrilled, definitely. Well, always the first concern is do no harm. Don't mess it if it's going well, and it is. This is a thriving society, and that will continue to hopefully be that. And it's going to be my job to help council staff to review the programs, keep an eye on them, make sure that we're serving our members. However, it's also our job as the steering of the society is to look at new threats and opportunities and always try to serve our members better.
That brings me to my next question. What do you think some of the biggest challenges or obstacles are within the biophysical community right now, and how do you plan to address those?
So I think they would fall into two buckets. First, we need to support our members and maintain financial health because you can't do anything without money.
True.
So what the pandemic was a double whammy, was not having a full meeting, and then some of our members couldn't come, and so that's certainly something that's on our radar. Continue to increase membership and have people submit to the Biophysical Journal and come to the meeting. These are the three big buckets of revenue. But also we would want to help our members evolve. And I think one important area in which we can contribute is to be a partner in any sustainability efforts. So biophysics has a big role to play, and I don't think we made that clear so far. So you're asking me about the challenges. It's really spreading the word and establishing ourselves as partners in solving the sustainability problem.
Great priorities. I want to talk about you for just a moment, because you've previously said that chemistry, biology, and physics were not necessarily in your field of view when you looked ahead to your future. But fast forward, and now here we are, and you're taking over as president of the Biophysical Society. How did we get here, given that wasn't your original intent?
Dramatic, right? Yeah, so I shifted from social sciences to biochemistry first. Just really mesmerized by the promise of genetic engineering and thinking this can solve the problem of hunger. It can feed the planet. I mean, no brainer. So I went into biology, chemistry, and then the second shift in my career was to realize that the biophysics of neurotransmitter receptors can really be instrumental in our understanding how neurodegeneration happens, and neurodegeneration is such a big problem today.
Absolutely.
So that's how I started my career. And now I'm listening to the young guns, and especially to our European colleagues who are saying, hey, sustainability is an issue, climate change is going to change our lifestyle. So let's do this before our lifestyle is changing, because I'm pretty happy with my lifestyle.
Before it's too late.
Yes.
Yeah. Incredible. So you made that change from the social sciences and just never looked back.
Well, it's interesting. It's possible that we're going to come back to social sciences, because in changing people's minds,
that's true.
You can do just so much biophysics.
Right.
We're going to have to bring in other experts and work with other people. We can certainly not do it all by ourselves.
Great point. All right, what are you most looking forward to as your term as president?
Oh my goodness. I just really want to give back. They've been so good to me. From the first day that I stepped into this meeting, I wanted to be involved, and I have been in many committees and so on and so forth. And hopefully this visibility is going to allow me to speak more for the society, be an ambassador, right. Spread the word, how awesome this is, and also keep an eye on the ground. What is it that we can do better? And attract, talent and new ideas.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your new role. You're already an amazing ambassador for the society, so best of luck in the year ahead.
We all need it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The NSF Center for Quantitative Cell Biology stands as a pioneering hub of scientific inquiry dedicated to unraveling the complexities of cellular phenomena through quantitative approaches. Let's take a closer look.
The mission of our center is to construct 4D host cell models that covers every aspect, from metabolism to genetic information processing to cell division and growth. We want these models to reflect the cell states of real living organisms. So our goal is at the end to give out our 3D models of cells and bring them to life on a computer and eventually in Minecraft.
So we're collaborating with groups developing a super simplified models where, say, K-12 or even me can sit on the screen, play around with these cells, and then understand all the building blocks of a cell and how that creates biological function. And I think that's going to be awesome.
I really hope that kids who are out there playing with this Minecraft game get excited about learning more about cells, but also just kind of realizing that they can participate in science.
The team at Icon Therapeutics is on a mission to push the boundaries of medicine by fusing science and advanced engineering to develop cutting-edge therapies. Specifically, the technology of single-molecule tracking, which serves as a game-changing tool for meticulously measuring dynamic protein motion within the cellular environment.
Single molecule tracking is a really interesting technology because it allows us to visualize the motion of proteins in living cells. And so when people normally study protein activity, they do this in a recombinant setting where proteins are taken out of the cell. But we're able to look directly into the cells. And this is a real advantage because it gives us the ability to look at the complexity of the cellular environment. That being said, there is still a use case for us to look at proteins isolated from the cellular environment. And it turns out that monitoring protein motion of proteins in solution is a highly sensitive way of looking at the diffusion rate of proteins, which we can measure very accurately with single molecule tracking.
Our platform has turned out to be so much more versatile than I had ever imagined. So fundamentally, I am eager to see these tools advance to the point where scientists all over the world, in academic centers and in industry, can make use of them to answer the most important questions that face biologists.
We hit the exhibit hall for a quick look at the newest biophysical technologies being unveiled and a peek at this year's Art of Science Image Award submissions. And finally today, at the Los Alamos National Laboratory, the Theoretical Biology and Biophysics group pioneers impactful science by navigating the intricate intersections of biophysics, medical countermeasures, and human health. Their success is rooted in a collaborative team science approach where interdisciplinary teams address pressing national issues while developing capabilities for the future.
As the world has evolved, heightened national security concerns about emerging engineered pathogens, coupled with biotechnological advances in characterizing living organisms, have significantly elevated the importance of theoretical biology and biophysics. The Theoretical Biology and Biophysics group began with observations by George Bell that mathematics of nuclear reactors can be applied to understand how your immune cells learn to fight infection. In today's interconnected world, advances in data-driven science lead us to connect biomolecular interactions to mental health and pandemic preparedness. We are exploring the frontiers of theoretical biology and biophysics to make impactful contributions to scientific understanding and societal well-being.
Before we wrap things up here at BPS 2024, we wanted to hear from you. What have you enjoyed the most, and what new knowledge are you looking forward to taking home?
I really like presenting my poster at the undergraduate poster competition, and I've also enjoyed the talks so far. They've been interesting even if they're not in our specific field.
I've really enjoyed all the posters so far and seeing all the different types of research offered. It's just really inspiring to be surrounded by so many other people who are also interested in the same things that we are.
So we're really here to network with other people in other labs because we do mostly computational things, so we're looking for collaborators for wet lab things to confirm our simulations, because as far as we're concerned, we're just looking at computer screens all day and looking at the graphics, so who's to say that that's correct?
I want to come to the meeting because I'm a second-year master's student now. and I'm interested in doing structural biology as a PhD. So there's a lot of people doing structural biology in here, so I come here to learn science and also to network with people that are doing the same thing as me. I think the highlight has been the little scavenging hunt. I think it's really fun. The little passport thing I've been doing and going around, I feel it's really been fun to talk to other people in the exhibit. So I think that's been my highlight. I'm looking forward to learn more about different people, networking, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.
And with that, it's a wrap on Biophysical Society TV 2024. Thank you for sharing your time with us this week. We hope that you've enjoyed all the specially curated content, the interviews, and the segments. We may be wrapping up, but our content always lives on. You can always find all of the Biophysical Society TV episodes from this week, as well as the individual interview and segment clips on our YouTube and X pages. Thanks again for spending time with us in Philadelphia this week. We hope to see you in sunny LA next year.